Hey guys, quick spoiler warning. I'm going to go over all the leaked cards for the brand new set Rulers of the Sky. So if you don't want to be spoiled, I don't know why you clicked on the video, to be honest, but you're here, like the video, and let's get right into it. So Raichu says, once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. What do we feel about it? And then the next crown is Dragonair, baby. Mega Rayquaza, immersive. Rotom EX, immersive. Junk Spark. This attack does 10 damage, 10 more damage for each item card in your discard pile. It's not bad. All right, here are a bunch of shiny Pokemon. Not gonna lie, I don't care. Vespiquen EX. Also, shout out to Captain Ice for sending me this. That way I don't have to like navigate through the Discord channel and it's just direct. Chase Order. You may discard one of your benched basic grass Pokemon. If you do, this attack does 70 more damage. So essentially this is like Wild Swing. Wait, I can just do this and I could go next here. Typhlosion! Let's go! It's a stage 2 with a colorless. Destructive Inferno, 110 damage. Flip a coin until you get tails. For each heads, discard a red. Nah, bro. This is insane. This is insane right here. You have a Flame Patch, you have Rainbow Cave, and you have Wally. This is insane. And you have Victini. This is insane. I'm spinning all over my monitor. This is crazy. This card is crazy. Mega Sharpedo, 1 energy attack. We're hitting this sound effect over and over again. So Carvanha Wallace into Mega Sharpedo, and then you can turbocharge 70. Take a water energy from your energy zone and attach it to one of your bench, and then ramp your bench Pokemon. Bro, they are giving us absolute heat. What is happening? Wailord EX. All right, calm down. Wailord EX. Oh my God. 250 HP, Wondrous Waves, 100 damage, 4 water energy. This Pokemon recovers from all special conditions. So it's like a PCL for itself. Rotom EX, we already saw. Mega Gelante, we already saw. Hoopa EX. All right. Hoopa EX, 150, 2 attacks. Shadow Bullet, 30. This attack also does 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. That's really good sniping. Poncho's about to be in every deck. And then Dynamite Punch, 100. This Pokemon also does 20 damage to itself. Honestly, not bad. That first attack, I think, is insane. Actually insane. Mega Metagross, we already know what that does. Rayquaza, Swanna. All right, and that's it. That's all of those. Let's keep going. These are the regular ones. These are the rainbows. Let's just check out the rainbows real quick. Swanna's cool. Vespiquen's really nice. Ah, boy. Lotion, baby. Mega Sharpedo. I'm not gonna lie, that might be my chase. That might be my chase. Oh, you're right. Wailord EX is now the only Pokemon ever can survive a single attack from Mega Charizard Y. Ooh, Gelante has a really nice rainbow. These are really good. These are really good. All right, let's keep going. All right, now we got some cards, you guys. Now we got to go over the cards. So we're getting a new Dustox with an ability. Variety Powder. Once during your turn, you may use this ability. One special condition from among burned, confused, and poisoned is chosen at random, and your opponent's active Pokemon is now affected by that special condition. Any special conditions already affecting that Pokemon will not be chosen. So if something's already asleep, you'll give them a new special condition. You can use this from anywhere, from the bench. This is actually kind of crazy. We got a grass type fossil. Okay, Stick and Absorb. 70 heal 30 damage. From this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn, they can't retreat. Solid. Selgor, Deck and Cover, 2 colorless. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned and paralyzed. Shuffle this Pokemon and all attack into your deck. I like that might not be bad. Teal Mask Ogerpon. This attack does damage to your opponent's active Pokemon equal to this Pokemon's remaining. I feel like kind of mid. Moltres, Sky Attack. Flip a coin if tails. This attack does nothing. Don't we already have? All right. I should have used the restrooms earlier. I will be apologized for that break. This seems pretty mid. Walrein, stage 2, 2 colorless, Blizzlock. What a name. 110 damage. Your opponent can't use any supporter cards from their hand during their next turn. That's kind of, it's not bad. That's a pretty good card. Kyogre! Tidal Blast. 4 energy. Discard 3 energy from this Pokemon, and this attack does 50 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. I mean, maybe with Sharpedo you could ramp this, but like, I don't know. And the face is kind of some. Samurai EX ability stance. Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you will prevent all damage from and effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon until the end of your opponent's next hike is the move. 60 damage. This attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So essentially, you're just immune from an attack. It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't think it's crazy. This we already talked about because it was the crown. Luxray, a new Luxray. Okay. Revenge Blast, 80 plus. This attack does 50 more damage for each point your opponent has gotten. So what is that? That comes out to being 130 if they've gotten 1, or 180 if they have 2 points. That's a pretty strong revenge like Pokemon right here. I'm not mad at this Luxray, bro. We got Thunderous Disaster Volt. Discard a lightning energy from this Pokemon. Bad either. Mime Jr. Okay, we're getting baby Pokemon. Shuffle your hand into your deck. No way, bro. No way, bro. No way. Shuffle your hand into your deck. Draw a card for each card in your opponent's hand. Honestly, yeah, dude, I think that's great. I think that's great. Your turn ends, so you can't use those cards until your next turn. The fact that I can keep shuffling my hand is insane. You're going to get through your deck so fast. All right, we have Mewtwo, 120 HP, Psychic, and plus. This attack does 40 damage for each energy attached to your opponent. Did we get Fighting Ramp? Let's find out. Why not? Another baby, Stompy Jammer. During your opponent's next turn, attacks used by their defending Pokemon cost 1 more. 10 damage. Bad either. Armaldo here. Bissell Drop. Discard all energy from this Pokemon. Choose a spot from among your Pokemon's active spot and bench. The end of your opponent's next turn. Knock out the Pokemon in that spot you chose. I feel like that could be... I struggled to read that so bad, but maybe you just attack the active. Like if there's something in the active that has a massive retreat cost, or is waiting for like an Ilima, or imagine like a Mega Kangaskhan, right, in the active. That'd be really good. Groudon. This attack does 10 damage to each of your bench. I hate that so much. I'm not even going to read this. All right, Conkeldurr, Bed Breaker. I hate that they just do damage to your... Like, fighting types. We need more ramp for fighting. We need something for fighting types. I know we have Arena of Antiquity, but I want more. I want more. All right, discard a Stadium in play. That's actually not too bad. Galarian Obstagoon. Wait, does this work with Pierre's? Base control. This attack does 80 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. This is a stage 2 and it works with Wally. Metagross, squared attack. Flip 4 coins. This attack does 50 damage for each head. Genesect, we already know what this Genesect. Arch Alladon is in this. If this Pokemon has damage on it, this attack does 80 more damage. Stage 1, more energy. Reverum, this Pokemon may have up to 2 Pokemon tools attached. I want to know how 2 Rocky Helmets. That's what I wanted. Over acceleration, 70. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon's over acceleration does an extra 7. Honestly, we got a new Dragonite. Brother, what? Discard a random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. This might be the best Dragonite. Not gonna lie. Rayquaza, discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. Noivern, this is the one that we were talking about. We already saw. Pretty good. For those of you wondering, there's a lot of 2 Darkness, 1 Psychic. It's literally Dragonite, Meteor, right? Draco Meteor, but instead of 4 Pokemon for 50 damage, it's 3 Pokemon for 60 damage. Hydrapple, Fickle Bee, 100 plus. Flip 2 coins if both of them are heads. This attack does 100 more damage. Wait a second. This is insane. This is actually so good. You hit for a base of 100 as a 1 prizer. And then if you have 2 heads, you can use Will. No, it's a 50% chance. You use Will, and there's a 50% chance that you're hitting for 200. Stage 2 is fine for only 2 energy. It's a dragon type. You have a Dragonair. You can get this going by turn 2. This literally could be as good as, what's his name? Hydreigon, right? Because you can get this online turn 2, rare candy, Dragonair, boom, bada, bing. You got it going. You're good. 2 energy, 100. You just got to flip some coins. 100 base is insane. All right, radically. Why is this picture? All right, treasure collecting. Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may look at the top 4 cards of your deck and put all item cards you find there into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. I mean, that's cool, I guess. So that's a good way to get like fossils. Could be your fossils. Wait a second. Did we just get fossil support? Unironically, just thought, second, this the guy to get fossils, bro. Rare candy's good too, but fossils, we need a way to find. I'm just thinking Rambos. Armaldo, bro. All right, let's keep going. And then Sylvie, Gold Breaker, 60 plus. If your opponent's active Pokemon is... These are the same cards. Oh, we have some more here. Okay. Oh, rarities. So all of these are 3 diamonds. And now we're going into the 2 diamonds. Evo Flight. Beautifly. This damage for for 40. Heals for 10. Pheromosa, Prelude, 30 plus if you... This attack does 60 more damage Interesting. Most of that hits for 90 points. Scald, your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. Rapidash, a new Rapidash, hits for 80 for 3. A Flareon, bursting fire energy from this Pokemon, your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. Quilava, your opponent's now active Pokemon burned for 2. Houndoom, we're getting a new Houndoom. Flip a Cursives. Versus Immersive Rayquaza. This is so tough. This has all. All right, let's see what the next one is. I feel like this one's going to be silly. Kind of silly. You like Rotom's better? I'm Rayquaza, Mega Rayquaza fan. This one's cute. This one's adorable. I feel like they have one that's like serious and sweaty, and the other one's like, hey, we're here to have a great time. All right, and then here we go. All right, next is Wurmple. We're going to go through these unless they have an ability. I'm really not going to stop. Okay, maybe I will read some of these. Put 3 random cards from among Silcoon or Cascoon from your deck onto your bench. Hold on. This is Tandemouse. This is Tandemouse Mousehold. Put 3 random cards from among Silcoon and Cascoon from your deck onto your bench. You can just summon stage 1s. This actually works really well with the Beautifly line because it deals more damage based on evolution Pokemon. Same thing here. All right, we'll skip. Unless there's an effect, this deals an extra 10 damage. All right, here we go. Poltergeist, Hospitality. Once during your turn, when you put this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may heal 20 damage from your active grass Pokemon. It's not crazy. It's pretty weak, but it's still an ability. All right, Ponyta with Stoke. This is just to ramp itself. Cyndaquil with Singe. Houndour with Sharp Claws. Heatmore. Migraine Psyduck. We already saw this. Yo, Nightshade. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. Rayquaza Immersive, when they zoom in to the card and show the sun in the background, they should have teased Deoxys. Oh, for sure, dude. That would have been sick. I was about to say, I was like, did they have Deoxys? I'll go see it again. But yeah, that would be a great idea. Thanks again for the super chat. We have Golduck, Staryu. This attack's damage isn't affected by it's the same thing as Starmie. Here's the Carvana. That's 50 HP, guys. Wailmore. This guy's Spheal. Clefairy. Basic Pokemon, 3 energy. Flip a coin. If heads, choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack. Okay, never mind. That's not terrible. But it's so much energy, bro. Clefable. I mean, it counters Oricorio. Drowsy. What an art piece. Mr. Mime. Synchro Dance 40 plus. If this Pokemon and your opponent's active Pokemon has the same amount of energy attached, this attack does 40 more damage. I get it though. Ralts, put a random support card from your deck into your hand. Wait, what's the HP on this? 60. Chimecho. Is this the first time we're getting Chimecho? We had Chingling, right? Extra sensory 40 plus. You have the same number. It's the exact same attack as the Mime. Woobat, flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. Subat, your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Oh my God, confused, scammed, incoming. Wait, go back. Go back. We're going into fighting territory. We might get ramp. No ramp. Got it. Oh, you're joking. We're only getting 2 of. Oh my God, I hate it here. Beldum. If you have another Beldum in play, this Pokemon's retreat cost is 2 less. Varoom. Cool. Dratini, flip 2 coins. This attack does 20 damage for each. Noibat, Applin, Rattata. Eevee, flip 2 coins. This attack does 20 damage for each heads. Solid. Playful Kick. Charm during your opponent's next turn. Attacks used by the defending Pokemon do 20 damage. Give me 1 sec, guys. Man, I didn't know it was this late. All right, we got Duat. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 more damage. I can't even try. Mineral Pump 40. Heal 10 damage from each of your bench Pokemon. Araquanid, during your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. I feel like some of these are like we already have them, right? And that's it, you guys. Wait, are there no trainer cards? I feel like I didn't get all of them. I feel like I'm still missing some. I'm definitely missing some. Hold on, let me go see. All right, it looks like I did find more stuff. Shout out to Captain Ice again. We got a new Furfuro because God knows we needed it. Retaliate. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an attack, we do 70 here. That's actually not bad. Type null, okay, colorless. All right, we're in the trainer cards territory. This is my favorite. This is my favorite part. Order pad. Flip a coin. If heads, put a random item card from your deck into your hand. I don't know, man. Deceptive Needle at the end of your turn if the darkness Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot. I hate this. I hate this. We don't need more dark support. I hate this. At the end of your turn, it's only once at the end of your turn. Hydreigon. Hydreigon hitting for 140 now. Guaranteed 150 with a Giovanni. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. Clear Veil. Prevent all effects of attacks used by your Anti-sleep core, finally. Prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon this card's attached to. However, the existing effects are not removed. If I go into a Sleep Core match, both copies of my Clear Veil are going to be at the bottom of my deck. Watch. Psychic. All right, supporter cards. You can use this card only if your Pokemon in the active spot has the Psychic attack. Choose one of your opponent's benched Pokemon and move a random energy from it to your opponent's active Pokemon. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not mad at that. It's very niche. Drayden. What does Drayden do? During this turn, one of your opponent's Pokemon is chosen one more time for the Draco Meteor attack used by your Pokemon. Bro, Dragonite is gonna hit for 250. These are fun. These are so fun, dude. What do you mean? This is so good. I love this. I love this so much. All right, Skyla, we already know. Wally, we already know. Soothing Shore. At the end of each player's turn, that player heals 20 damage from each of their Pokemon that has any water energy attached. Oh, water support. Oh, a few more Pokemon that we missed, and I think that's going to be it, you guys. We have Duwat here, nothing crazy. Wait, no, I think we already went over all of these. I think we already went, maybe not the Electros. Energy Crush. This guy, this attack does 10 more damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Kilowattrel. Hypno, yeah, we missed the Hypno. This attack does 20 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So here's like a Psychic move. Curlia, double spin. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 20 more damage for each heads. And then Hoopa. Before doing damage, shuffle all Pokemon tools from each of your opponent's Pokemon into their deck. It's not bad. That is not bad. What do you guys think? I am very excited for this pack. Click this guy real quick. I don't think the sound is on this time, but that's fine. There you guys have it. The cards have leaked. We've discussed them. Let me know in the comments what you guys are most excited about. Tomorrow, bright and early, we're going to start building some decks. With that, guys, don't forget to like, hype, and subscribe. And I'm going to sleep.